Three keys to rapid socio-economic development that no political party offers you as an electorate. Pay attention to the expect. 1. Voter education. Based on 3 generated whys. Why you must register your name and verify your name to cast a vote and elect a candidate of your choice for a representation. Why you must vote for that candidate or not vote for that candidate. And 3, why you must demand good governance. 2, voter empowerment. The need to be voter savvy, vote smart. Remember, knowledge is power. And finally, 3, demand for good governance from the representatives, whether you voted for them or you voted against them. That is the only surest way forward. And it is your inalienable constitutional right of inheritance. Please, ladies and gentlemen, you need to be voter savvy. You need to be empowered as an electorate to demand good governance. That is the only surest way forward towards rapid socio-economic development. It is not prayers, it is not IMF, it is not World Bank, it is not any divinism. Don't jump into bed with politicians. They aren't your parents, relatives, siblings, uncles or aunties. Politicians are conspirators and propagandists and will forever remain same because they thrive on zombification of the masses, that is electorates. They are beasts, we are humans. They operate on fear to advance their interest, even at the peril of your lives. In the name of the people, that is a palpable lie. What's your interest? How do you pursue and advance yours? Fear is the basis of all human psychology for so many different reasons. Racism, ethnic, tribal traditions and cultures and customs, religious doctrines and dogma, political propaganda and media sensationalism thrive on fear. Based on zombie neurons, functionally alive but not interacting with the brain circuit as usual. The zombie neurons disrupts the cerebellum brain structure nestled at the back of your head, which plays a pivotal role in how we learn. Adaptation of our actions based on past experiences. It may be termed as a neuroplasticity or emotional radar. For learning to take place, the cerebellum continuously monitors the outside world and the outcome of movements that we make within it. Zombification shuts this down. The human brain, when genetically modified or altered as a result of zombification, indoctrination, brainwash, and browbeat, is fragile and susceptible to fear variants. We are human beings. We are not racial. We are not ethnic tribal. We are not religious. We are not political or media beings. We are human beings to begin with. There's nothing to be afraid of. We have a brain, and that is the most precious possession of the human anatomy. It has the ability to evolve, adapt, and thrive than to survive. It's not your fault to have been indoctrinated, brainwashed, or browbeaten with fear by the conspirators and propagandists as cut and dried electorates, but you have a responsibility to stand out. In South Korea, a certain president, Park Geun-hye, was impeached, removed from office, and convicted to 24 years in prison with a fine of $18 million for abuse of power and coercion, but only for her successor, President Moon, to offer her pardon on compassionate grounds. That was quid pro quo. In the UK, a certain Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, was kicked out of office for telling lies. In the US, almighty ex-president Donald John Trump is charged with series of offenses, inclusive of peddling falsehood about his business finances, racketeering, insider trading, money laundering, attempting to steal 2020 elections, etc. He is presently attending 4 courses in 4 different states. In South Africa, the Speaker of Parliament, Nosiviwe Mapisa, in Kakula's residence was raided in an alleged corruption offenses when she was a defense minister. She is charged with 12 counts of corruption, inclusive of money laundering. In Peru, a sitting president, Dina Boluarte's residence, was raided in alleged Rolex watches and luxury jewelry collection scandal, to mention but a few. In Ghana and entire Africa, we celebrate corrupt politicians and corrupt public civil servants. Why? Because of ignorance, obsession, and idiocy as a result of fear for one of a kind who have deprived them of their livelihoods in a typical affinity fraud. It's only education and empowerment that can divorce your thoughts and actions from this fear. Republic of Ghana is historically a fraudulent, corrupt, and bribery-infested country by both governors and governed, confirmed by ex-Prime Minister Kofi Abrefa-Busia of blessed memory in a statement dated Monday, March 22nd, 1971. Yet, the people of Ghana require development with this old mindset without recourse to evolve. If you know the magnitude of damage politicians as well as public civil servants are doing this country and the entire continent of Africa, you will take a stand against the rogue leadership offered you that has a propensity to destroy human resource, entire generation, and even generation yet unborn. In conclusion, when the governments take action and communities commit, supported by law enforcement with quality administration of justice, things get done. Change occurs. But due to elections for votes, politicians at helm don't have the political will to crack the whip. In a typical case study, environmental research proves that Brazil and Colombia have reduced tree felling by 39% in their quest to fight climate change crisis. That is unprecedented. Change in political leadership has exhibited quality leadership by taking the bull by the horn. Kudos, President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva of Brazil and President Gustavo Francisco Petro Arrigo of Colombia for showing good governance by delivering on your promise to deal with the climate change crisis. Since transatlantic slave trade in the 14th century to the emergence of AI in the 21st century, the slave traders, the colonialists, and missionaries' homes have become refuges for remnants of slavery. Why? Because of bad governance, under self-government, in servitude, which promotes illegal youth migration, brain drain, and capital flights, amongst a lot. There is not a single Ghanaian or African who do not know the challenges that confront us. Until Ghana, Africa, stand out against rogue leadership based on affiliation that is one of a kind in terms of ethnic, tribal, and extreme partisan politics, to capture the state and the continent, they deserve the kind of situation they find themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, technically, Ghana and largely Africa is supposed to be rich. Why are the citizens poor? Why do they inherit poverty and transfer poverty in a rich country, in a rich continent? Without demand for good governance, you are doomed. Pleasure.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our social media platforms for more updates.